Hey, this is Coach John Longster Born Bob, Bill for Theme Parks, and welcome to this video from Pleasurewood Hills. Now, this is a new update on their 2019 new attraction. I say new, they've guessed people on Instagram. If you look for Pleasurewood Hills on their Instagram, they released an old film video where they put like different removed rides. They put a few removed rides on it, and they've got people in the comments to guess what ride they're going to be bringing back. So this confirms they're going to be bringing back a classic ride that's closed from the past. They're bringing it back for 2019, so that's going to be very, very exciting. Of course, I would have mentioned that in the UK theme park season preview, but in the end, I've decided. You're probably thinking, where are those videos? I've decided not to do a UK theme park season preview or a European preview. Just because I feel it's best to review it all at the end of the season rather to preview it, because the news already gets you excited, and of course with new updates being updated, especially after the video, it makes you feel a bit outdated with the video. So I'm just going to keep bringing the news, and then at the end of the season, when all the theme parks are closed or into their winter events where hardly any of the rides are open, I'm going to sort of do the review like I did last year in November. So let's get on then. So the rides that you see in that Instagram video are Hobbs Pit, which is very exciting, Rattlesnake, which is the coaster that had its parts, they couldn't get the parts for it anymore, so they had to remove it. Tempest, which is like Black Pearl at like Water Valley, it's their swinging looping ship. Enterprise, which I'm really excited about because it is a classic ride. Tide Traveller, aka used to be known as Thunderstruck, which is their tri-star attraction. And Troika, which is the classic Hush attraction. Now, Hobbs Pit and Rattlesnake were both removed at the end of 2016. Of course, Hobbs Pit's site became the Shooting Family Dart Ride Rootin' Tootin' Target Trail in 2017. Rattlesnake's site still SBNO. Still don't know what's going on with that. Tempest was removed back in 1995. Jesus. Enterprise was removed in 1999. The Tide Traveller, as it's known recently, was removed in 2017, and the Troika was removed in 1996. Now, I've picked a couple of points just to mark up on. The fact that Rootin' Tootin' Target Trail was quite successful in the Hobbs Pit site, so that sort of makes me doubt that Hobbs Pit's coming back. And of course, Rattlesnake not getting the parts for it, that kind of makes me suggest that Rattlesnake will not be coming back either. So in my opinion, it's between Tempest, Enterprise, Tide Traveller and Troika. As much as I'd like Hobbs Pit to come back, I don't think it's going to happen with the success of Rootin' Tootin' Target Trail, unless they build a brand new building for the Shooting Dart Ride and bring Hobbs Pit back. I don't know. But in my opinion, I think it's between Tempest, Enterprise, Tide Traveller and Troika. Now, first of all, before I get into anything else, I think if Tide Traveller comes back, which is the TriStar that was removed a couple of years ago, I think it will come back as Tide Traveller. Not as Thunderstruck, because Tide Traveller was the latest theme and name for it, so it'll come back as Tide Traveller, not as Thunderstruck, just to cover that bit up first. Now, because it was such a recent removal, I don't think Tide Traveller is going to come back, just for that reason. Enterprise, parks have removed the Enterprises because they're not getting that popular anymore. So obviously the Zamperla model, which is of course it recently debuted last year as part of a massive rides package at Dreamland Margate up in Kent, in Margate near Kent. You know, they opened a Zamperla Endeavour model, so I think that model's starting to take over the Huss model or the Schwarzkopf model. So I don't think it'll be the Enterprise coming back either. So I think, in my opinion, it's between Troika and Tempest. And in my opinion, I think it's going to be Tempest, because not only because a lot of other people have said, oh, it's going to be Tempest, it's going to be Tempest. I think the success of Black Pearl at Water Valley, which of course that was one of the rides relocated from the old Loudon Castle up in Scotland. Of course, you saw my video about a week ago now. About those plans rejected for the site, so it's open for a new theme park on the site possibly, so can't wait to see the development of that if it does come to fruition. Tempest, I do think that is the more likely ride to come back, because the Troika is a classic model. I mean, I guess, you know, they brought out the newer sort of Troika models, but the Tempest, in my opinion, is the ride that I think is going to come back. Many other people have said Tempest, many people have you know, tossed around the Enterprise here and there. A few people teased the Rattlesnake, but I think because of why it closed in the first place, I don't think it's going to open, unless they're hiding the fact they've got the parts for it now and they're going to bring it back. I just don't see it happening. Hobbs Pit, I'd love to see that back, but I think with Route and Tooting Target Trail being only a couple of years old, I don't think something that recent will be taken out. Of course, Hobbs Pit, of course, it opened in 2013, so that's only 3 years old. So I guess maybe it's some kind of 3-year lease on the site back in the day. So they had 3 years for Hobbs Pit and they've got 2 years for Route and Tooting Target Trail. Maybe they're going to sort of end that last year on the 3-year lease for that building and bring back Hobbs Pit full time. I don't know. But in my opinion, I think Tempest is more likely to come back, maybe in its old location, or it could be put in a brand new location somewhere, but I think it's Tempest that's going to be coming back. But make sure you comment down below your thoughts, guys. What ride out of those 6, Hobbs Pit, Rattlesnake, Tempest, Enterprise, Tide Traveller, or Troika, do you think is coming back? Comment down below and I'll reply to every single comment as usual. So thank you very much for watching this video from Pleasurewood Hills. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss a video, and of course when it's announced I'll bring it to you on a separate video. My name is Coast Charles, hashtag DonkersToBomb built for theme parks. Keep living the coast up, my dudes, and I'll see you guys in the next video soon. Take care, have an awesome day, my friends.